Turn the mic on. Mic is on. I think the mic works.
Good evening, Crabs fans around the world and around the block listening on the World Wide Web and the radio. This is Crabs Baseball. It's time for the Crabs to meet the Solano Mudcats on a beautiful Tuesday evening in the middle of summer. And Solano Mudcats, a sort of traditional rival of the Crabs, have been coming to this park for a number of years now and always put on a good show with the Crabs. So, as we like to say, it's the battle of the bottom feeders, Crabs versus Mudcats, here at the Arcata Ballpark. It's a lovely, sun-drenched afternoon in Arcata. It has been for a week now. And we're introducing the players now as we speak, getting ready for the first of a two-game series. Tomorrow's game on the 4th of July will be at 2:30 p.m. So if you're going to come out for that game tomorrow, you do want to try to get here as early as possible to find parking, because the plaza is going to be quite busy with celebrations of the 4th of July. And just remember, the game does start at 2:30 rather than an evening game. So they're introducing the players for the Mudcats now. Let me give you their lineup. Leading off at center fielder is Wesley Galloway. Roberto Diaz, the shortstop, bats second. Jack Pretty at third base bats third. And Justin Banks will be the DH and bat cleanup. Joey Dodson, the right fielder, bats fifth. Nolan Burr at second baseman bats sixth. Connor Cole at third base bats seventh. Daniel Killingsworth, the catcher, bats eighth. Wellington Balsley will be the left fielder and bat ninth. On the mound for the Solano Mudcats is Connor Capodali. Looks like C-A-P-O-D-A-L-E, Capodali, Connor Capodali. I don't have stats on the Mudcats players, so I do know that they are 8-7 on their season. For your Crabs, Kellen Strom will lead off at center field. Bronson Grubbs in left field bats second. Coco Figueredo at third base bats third, and McCarthy Tatum, the right fielder, bats cleanup. Jackson Critch at second base bats fifth. Jackson O'Boy will be the catcher and bats sixth. Chase Larson at first base bats seventh. Johnny Mendoza will be the DH and bat eighth. Wesley Gone Gibson will be out at shortstop and bat ninth. And on the mound for the Crabs, it's Chris Brown, and I do have some stats on Chris Brown. Look it up here. Chris Brown. Yeah, why can't I find Chris Brown on the lineup?
A sophomore from San Francisco State, number 4, Jackson Critch.
Chris Brown. Chris Brown, 13 innings pitched and 2 games played. He started both of those. In those 13 innings pitched, he's given up 15 hits, 6 runs, 5 of which were earned. He hasn't walked anybody, and he struck out 12. That all adds up to an ERA of 3.46. So Chris Brown is 1-1 on the season. He's looking for his second win. The Crabs' record coming in is 16-6 after a 3-game sweep over the weekend. Who do we play over the weekend? I forget their names now. Who do we play over the weekend? All right, a 3-game sweep of the California Expos, capped off by a thrilling 10th inning win on Sunday afternoon at the Crabs won in the bottom of the 10th inning. So, we're ready for the national anthem, and then it's time for Crabs baseball. Went to commercial there. They're finishing up the national anthem as we speak. And then it will be time for the game. All right, that was a company of voices with the national anthem. Fairly small crowd on hand tonight, a couple hundred people. It is a Tuesday night. Usually our least well-attended night of the week are Tuesdays.
As we welcome from the folks of Jansen and Malloy out in right field having a barbecue today.
All right, so Chris Brown on the mound taking his shirt away. Michael Cowan is at first base on the mound for the Crabs, looking for their 17th win of the season. The wind is blowing out fairly briskly towards left center field. Cloudless sky. Shirt sleeve players, unfortunately, so.
The few games I watched this season down in Vacaville where they play, they did not look so good. So
really?
Hopefully they look a little bit better up here.
Next pitch is a ground ball on the right side and through for a base hit. So Wesley Galloway with the leadoff single.
Next up, shortstop number 8.
Here's shortstop Roberto Diaz. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses low. 1-0 the count. Hoke's not with us tonight. He's at the annual North Coast Beanie Babies convention. Here's the pitch. This is inside with a fastball, 2-0. Beanie Baby Collectors Convention.
The Giants announcers usually just say that someone's on assignment.
Oh.
But
yeah. Well, I could have said that.
Yeah.
I figure folks want to know that Hoke
Yeah,
is an
well,
avid
yeah,
Beanie Baby
of course.
collector. 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch. It's a fastball away. A throw down to first behind the runner is not in time. Three and 0 the count. The next pitch is a fastball, low and away, ball 4. So the first two runners are aboard for the Mudcats. And here's the number 3 hitter, Jack Pretty.
First baseman number 3, Jack Pretty.
I'm pretty sure Pretty's been with this team for a while. His name is very familiar to me. And I take it, are the Mudcats, are they collegiate, or are they more like the Studs where they have players who are not college eligible anymore?
I think they're collegiate, but
Okay.
I'm not
'Cause
totally
Jack Pretty
sure.
must have been with him as a freshman because I know
He
he's been with him for the last couple of
was
years.
he has been there the past few years. Yeah, they have a lot of returners this year.
Yes, they do. There's a pitch taken for a strike on the inside corner. A nice breaking pitch from Brown, and it's 0-1. So first and second, nobody out, just getting started. A beautiful night for baseball. Plenty of time to come on out. Plenty of room to spread out and enjoy. So come on out and join us. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Misses inside.
It's going to be the same case. So
Tomorrow's
if you
gonna
want
be
a
packed house.
nice, low-key game to go to, then you want to be here tonight.
1-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Popped high in the air on the right side. And in foul territory, it'll be the second baseman, Critch, to put it away for out number 1. Actually, do we have the defensive arrangement for the Crabs?
I do. Bronson Grubbs is in left field. Kellen Strom in center. McCarthy Tatum in right. Then left to right in the infield, we have Coco Figueredo at third. Wesley Gone Gibson at short. Jackson Critch at second. Chase Larson at first. And then Jackson O'Boy behind the plate.
All right. Here's Justin Banks, the cleanup hitter. He's the DH tonight. He's got runners on first and second. One out, 0-1 the count. Brown now with a long look in. He sets, looks over at first. They're not holding the runner at first. Here's the pitch. Ooh, there's a sweet off-speed pitch right over the heart of the plate, 0-2. There's a slider that misses down and away.
Ooh.
Close pitch.
Ooh.
And the umpires in the stands thought that was a strike, but it's counts 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Now he steps off and bluffs towards second. Brown sets and deals. Slapped foul up against the screen over by the Crabs dugout. A ball and 2 strikes to count. Galloway out at second. Diaz at first. Just getting started. No score in the top of the first. Now the batter asks for time. Now we're ready. And here comes Brown's next pitch. That's a fastball that misses low and outside, and the count goes even. And the next pitch is hammered into right field and deep. Going back on it is Tatum. He's at the warning track. He reaches up and makes the catch. The runner on second will tag and go to third. A nice play by McCarthy Tatum out in right field. 2 away. Galloway to third.
Next up, right fielder number 1, Joey Dodson.
Here's Joey Dodson. So runners on the corners now, 2 away. Brown trying to pitch around a leadoff single and then a walk. Here's the pitch. There's a fastball that's in there on the outside corner at the belt. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is hit on the ground out to shortstop, actually on a line out to shortstop. Gon Gibson has it for out number 3. No runs to hit, no errors, 2 left, and at the end of half an inning, it's no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Number 18, Kellen Strong.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the first inning. It'll be Kellen Strom to lead it off for the Crabs. Kellen comes in batting .313 with a .458 slugging percentage and a .365 on base percentage. Connor, I think it's Caporale. I cannot read the manager's writing, but I'm going to go with Caporale on the mound, right-hander on the mound for the Solano Mudcats. At first base is Jack Pretty. Joey Dodson is at second. Nolan Burr is at second. Roberto Diaz is at short. Connor Cole is at third. There's a pitch in the dirt. 1-1 now the count. Wellington Balsley in left, Wes Galloway in center, and Joey Dodson out in right field. It could be Capodale, could be Caporale, could be neither of those. No idea. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Breaking pitch misses down and away, 2-1. Maybe it is I'm going to go for Capodale. Capodale.
Now his name is spelled Caporale.
Oh, it is Caporale.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think it's Caporale probably. 2-1. Misses high, 3-1.
He was not one of the players I saw play down in Vacaville, so
that's encouraging, right?
Yeah.
Next pitch is swung
yeah,
on.
maybe
3-2 the count. So you said they made a lot of errors in the games that you saw.
The first game I went to, they played the West Coast Kings, and they made, I think, like 5 or 6 errors. It was really hot, but not an excuse.
3-2 is lined right at the shortstop, Roberto Diaz, for out number 1.
The interesting thing about the ballpark where the Solano Mudcats play is they have no lights at their ballpark. So they have to start the game at 5 o'clock in the hottest part of the day.
Oh, that's terrible.
Which
is sweltering
Which
down
is
there
tough,
at 5
yeah.
o'clock in the
Like
afternoon.
upper 90s. When I was there, it was near 100.
Wow. So 1 out. Here's Bronson Grubbs. And he takes a pitch down and away. 1-0. Grubbs comes in batting .275. Right-handed hitter. Caporale rocks and comes home 1-0. And there's a high hopper in the hole on the left side. Backhanded by the shortstop. Long throw is not in time. A nice play by Roberto Diaz. But Bronson Grubbs just too quick getting down the line for him to make the play. So an infield single for Bronson Grubbs.
Make sure to buy both colors today's raffle tickets to
Here's Coco Figueredo. Coco is at third base this afternoon. Comes in batting .305. Runner at first, 1 out. Bottom of the first inning. Figueredo batting left-handed against the right-hander Caporale. There's a throw over to first, and they almost had him waiting. He's back in time. Caporale sets, throws to first again, and again. Grubbs dives back safely. Now the fans hassling him a little bit for 2 consecutive tosses to first. Now he sets and deals. There's a fastball right down the middle of the plate. Just poured that right over the heart of the plate. And it's 0-1. The 0-1 breaking pitch is in the dirt. So a ball and a strike now. The count to Coco Figueredo. McCarthy Tatum on deck. The 1-1 pitch. There's a good fastball that just, I guess, missed outside. 2-1. The Crabs come in batting .277 as a team. They've scored 156 games in 156 runs in 32 games. Now another throw over to first.
It's going to be a long game if it continues like this.
Yeah. Indeed. And here comes the next pitch, and that's lined in the center field. The center fielder, Galloway, reaches up and has it for out number 2. So he hit the ball hard. But Galloway makes the put out. Now here's McCarthy Tatum with Grubbs still over at first and 2 outs.
For your game today, Grayson Finan and Sammy Jamali. Next up, right fielder number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
Tatum comes in batting .373 with a .451 on base percentage and a .651 slugging average. That slugging average leads the club. Here's the pitch. He takes a fastball down and away. He has 4 home runs, 15 RBIs, 9 doubles, and a triple. Another toss to first. You think he's just working on his move, maybe, or he's awfully worried about Grubbs over there.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, this is the guy you want to worry about on the bases, Tatum.
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's a fastball 1-1, and in addition to that, you want to worry him because he's the hitter, and they got 2 outs.
Exactly.
So you would think that his concern would be more with getting Tatum.
I believe Tatum is the steals leader.
The 1-1, breaking pitches in the dirt. Runner is going, and a throw down the second is not in time. So he steals it anyway after all that. And now Grubbs is in scoring position with the count 2-1 to Tatum with Jackson Critch on deck. And there's a pitch that misses away. 3-1. Oh, he called it a strike? Oh, did he? Okay. So it's 2-2. Oh, and he waves at the beautiful off-speed pitch. And that'll be the first strikeout of the game for Caporale. And it ends the inning. No runs, a hit. There were no errors, a runner left. And at the end of 1, we're tied at 0. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the second inning, it'll be Nolan Burr, Connor Cole, and Daniel Killingsworth for the Mudcats. So I'm wondering if Daniel Killingsworth is related to the Killingsworths who were here over the weekend. No, who the umpire named Killingsworth, who worked in the ballpark last week, and then also Cody Killingsworth, who played for the now defunct Humboldt All-Stars. At any rate, here's Burr, and the first pitch from Brown is a slider down and away. It's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Fastball right down the middle for a called strike. The 1-1 line foul into the Crabs bullpen. 1-2 the count. No runs, a hit, and no errors for the Mudcats. No runs, a hit, and no errors for the Crabs. Here comes the 1-2, and that's hit on the ground. Past third base and down the left field line. Over to get it is Grubbs. A big turn at first, but Burr will return as Grubbs got over there in a hurry. Second hit of the game for the Mudcats, and that will bring
Number 5,
Connor Cole, the third baseman, to the bat. Brown looks at first and comes home and swing and a miss. On an off-speed pitch, it's 0-1. The 0-1 is bunted out towards the mound. Brown off the mound, throws to first, and the sacrifice is successful as Burr goes to second. So it's a 1-3 sacrifice bunt. And with one out and Burr out at second, here's Killingsworth.
Next up, the catcher.
So what do you think of that bunt, Benjamin? Do you approve of it, or?
I'm on the fence.
Yeah.
I think, you know, the Mudcats probably are right to think they're not going to get a lot of runs in this game. So.
Yeah.
But on the other hand, if you don't play for the big inning, you won't get one. So I guess I'm against it because I figure there's a fastball away. It's not like the Crabs are going to win 1-0. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, one run's not going to help them. They need a big inning.
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that.
I really don't like the bunt unless if it's the ninth inning and, you know, you're tied and you 1 run to win and you need to get to run to second, great. There's a ground ball back up the middle. Critch backhands, throws to first for the second out on the play. Nice play by Critch on the play. Burr goes to third. But otherwise, I just really think you really should almost never sacrifice.
Next up, left fielder, number 8, Wellington Balsley.
Yeah, I think it's okay, like, if you know that it's going to be a pitcher's duel.
Right. If you have good reason to think that.
Yeah.
But otherwise, like I said, really, I would only use it in the situation I just described. Fouled out of play. It's 0-1 now to Balsley. You hardly ever see it in the major leagues anymore, I think. The 0-1 tapped foul up against the backstop.
Yeah,
Except in those situations. You know.
Especially in the American League.
Yeah.
Where there's really no reason to do it.
In fact, I've even seen it in situations where you really would normally bunt, like ninth inning, runner on first. And I've seen major league teams still let batters swing away.
Yeah. I mean, if you know a guy's going to hit it into the air, then
Right.
and not going to ground into the double play, then
Right.
yeah, you just let him go.
0-2 the count. Here's the pitch. High hopper out to second base. Critch in on it. Throws to first.
Whoa.
A little high. Nice play by Larson. Little hop, catch it, and come down in time to get the runner. So no runs, a hit, no errors. There was a runner left, and at the end of an inning and a half, it's no score. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the second inning, no score. It'll be Jackson Critch, Jackson O'Boy, and Chase Larson
For your humble Crabs,
for the Crabs
second baseman, number 4, Jackson
against
Critch.
Connor Caporale and the Solano Mudcats, who must be happy to be in Humboldt.
Oh, yeah, Vacaville is so hot at this time of year.
Here's the pitch. Fastball on the outside corner, taken for a strike. It's 0-1. Critch comes in leading the Crabs in batting average at 384. He has an on-base percentage of 505, and that also leads the club, and a 616 slugging average, which is second on the club. He takes the next pitch high, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is a big swing and a miss. 1-2 now. The 1-2 misses high. Two balls, two strikes. Here comes the pitch. Outside with a fastball. And the count's full to Jackson Critch. That ball's hit high in the air and out of play over our heads. Out onto F Street. Three-two pitch. Fastball misses away, so Critch is aboard with a leadoff walk. That's the first walk issued by Caporale.
If you'd like to make a shout out to someone at the first Crabs game or have us wish them a happy birthday, it's up to you. Head on down to the souvenir.
Jackson O'Boy will be the hitter.
Just about the
He's only played in 7 games and had only 24 at-bats, but in those 24 at-bats, he has 2 doubles, 6 singles, and a home run, all of which add up to a 583 slugging average and a 375 batting average. So Jackson O'Boy having a good time at the plate here early in his career with the Crabs. Toss to first, and the runner is back safely. Almost threw it away.
Yeah, the Mudcats can get a little shaken up defensively.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't seem like a good idea to keep tossing over to first like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think one of the errors was the pitcher threw it down the line
There's a fastball that misses inside.
in one of the games down there that I saw.
It's just really easy to do that, I would think, if
Yeah.
you're trying to quickly throw over to first. And really unnecessary. I mean, he tried it against Grubbs, and Grubbs ended up stealing anyway. He threw over there how many times against Grubbs, and Grubbs still stole easily. 1-0 the count, and the pitch is in the dirt. 2-0. And there are a lot of great major league pitchers who are not very good at holding on runners.
Isn't it
Because it doesn't matter.
John Lester who
Yeah.
just can't throw to
He can't throw to first.
any base? I think
Yeah.
it's any base at all. He just can't
Yeah.
do it. I mean, he can, but when he does it, it's very deliberate.
Right. Oh, the 2-0 hits him in square between the shoulder blades. And that obviously got away from him, but that doesn't mean it hurt any less. That sounded like it really hurt. That just was a thud. So O'Boy is aboard after being hit by the pitch, and that puts runners on first and second for the Crabs. For Chase Larson.
First baseman number 19, Chase Larson.
Larson batting .227. Caporale sets. Critch at second, O'Boy at first. Here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground, foul past third base. High fastball, and he was just out in front of it a little bit. Pounded it down onto the turf. 0-1 the count. And the pitch is a breaking pitch in the dirt. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Hammered high and deep and foul out onto Highway 101. Just golf that. Out past the light standard along the hedge in left field. A ball and 2 strikes is the count. And here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase a slider out of the zone. That's all for Larson. Second strikeout of the game for Caporale. And with 1 away and runners on first and second, here's Johnny Mendoza, who's at the DH position tonight. Mendoza batting 192.
Next up, your designated hitter, number 10, Johnny Mendoza.
Has done an excellent defensive job at catcher. Here's the pitch. He pops one high in the air on the infield, drifting in the foul territory. The pitcher's calling for it. The third baseman's calling for it. And the pitcher lets it drop right in front of him. That's an error, a drop foul on the pitcher. Well, he didn't drop it. He didn't catch it. So it's an error. He won. So it's an error, but it doesn't result in a base, but it does. He should have been out, and so it continues as a bat, and so in that sense it counts as an error. So 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high, 1-1. I had a bad feeling about that for the Mudcats when it was hit, because the third baseman and the first baseman didn't seem to be clear on who it was that was going to field it. Cole and Caporale both seemed to be under the impression it was their ball. And the 1-1 misses way outside. The runners are caught off the base. They've got Critch in a rundown, and he is thrown. Is he thrown out at third? He is thrown out at third. So that's a caught stealing. 2-5. 2 away. So now with a runner at first and 2 outs, the count's 2-1 to Mendoza. I don't know what happened there. It looked like both runners were attempting to steal, but then Critch held up 3/4 of the way to third.
Looked a little indecisive there.
Yeah. 2-1. On the ground and through on the right side into right field for a base hit. And now it's bobbled by the right fielder. No further advance. Although Mendoza thought about heading for second, he would have been out had he done so, because O'Boy stopped at second.
Well, that's where the caught stealing hurts.
That's right. So Mendoza singles to put runners on first and second for Wesley Gone Gibson.
Next up, the shortstop, number 14, Wesley Gone.
Yeah, that would have played it a run. Probably. So Gone Gibson comes in batting .276 with a .425 on base percentage. First and second, 2 away. And now Caporale steps off. From the set, he looks at second and deals a breaking pitch in the dirt, and that's going to allow the runners to advance. So a wild pitch puts runners on second and third now with 2 away, and the count's 1-0 to Wesley Gone Gibson. The next pitch is a fastball that misses low and outside. 2-0 now the count. Two-0 pitch. Whoa, he's swinging a miss, and he throws the bat all the way over to the Crabs dugout. That is a relaxed stance. The bat just sailing out of his hands. So 2-1 now the count. The 2-1 in the air to right field. That's a base hit. One run is in. Here comes Mendoza. Here comes the throw. It's over the catcher's head, and that will allow Gon Gibson to go to second. 2-0 Crabs. RBI single for Gon Gibson. He advances to second on the throwing error.
Yes.
The error is on the right fielder on the throw.
Next up, number 18, Kellen Strom.
Here's Kellen Strom, lying to short in his first at bat. So 2 runs in for the Crabs here in the bottom of the second, and there's a fastball away, 1-0. The 1-0 is in the dirt, 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Here comes the pitch. In the air, down the right field line, drifting into foul territory towards the picnic area, and he reaches over the fence and catches it for out number 3. A nice play by the right fielder, Joey Dodson, on a ball that looked like it was headed for the picnic area. He just reached over and fell over the little fence out there in right field to make the play. Nice job. But the Crabs get a couple of runs on 2 hits. There was an error. There were 2 errors, I think. There was 1 error and 1 left, and at the end of 2, it's 2-0 Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Solano Mudcats, number 24.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark.
Wesley Galloway.
It'll be the top of the order for the Mudcats, trailing 2-0. Wesley Galloway to lead it off. Galloway singled in his first at bat. Chris Brown on the mound for the Crabs, and here comes the pitch from Brown, and he hammers that one into right field for a base hit. On the run to get it is McCarthy Tatum. It rolls up to the fence. On his way to second is Galloway, and he'll be in there with a stand-up double. So second hit of the night for Wesley Galloway.
I would consider Wesley Galloway their best player,
Next up, number 18,
at least their
Roberto
best
Diaz.
position player.
So here's Diaz, the shortstop. Roberto Diaz walked in his first appearance. Brown looks out at second. Diaz showing bunt, and he does bunt it in the air and foul and out of play.
See, here we go again, Benjamin.
Yeah, I just think it's a bad strategy.
You're already down 2-0.
Why give up an out? I mean, You got nobody on, nobody out. Presumably Diaz is a good hitter. He wouldn't be at the top of the order. So why have him bunt with nobody out and a runner at second? So you're going to advance the guy to third for what? He gets the bunt down. He's going to be tagged out by Larson coming down from first base, and on the play, Galloway goes to third. But I mean, so you gain one base.
You're down by 2 runs too. You're playing for 1 run. You need 2.
Shout out to former Crabs catcher John LaForge, who played here in 1981 and 1982. Welcome back, John LaForge.
Well, anyway, Galloway over to third with 1 out now. And here's Jack Pretty, and he hits a ground ball out to short. The runner's going to score as the throw goes over to first, and it's 2-1 in favor of the Crabs.
Next up, number 30, Justin Banks.
Here's Justin Banks, the DH, flied to right in his first at bat. And he takes a fastball in there at the knees for a called strike. That one's hit high in the air and foul and out of play. Brown sets and deals a fastball away. 1-2 now. Next pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. 2 outs, nobody on, a run in for the Mudcats. So the Crabs lead 2-1 now. And here comes the pitch. Fouled out of play. Brown gets a sign, rocks, and comes home. And the pitch misses down and away. So the count full now to Justin Banks. Here's the 3-2. Grounded out to second base. A couple of high hops. Critch has to make a last-second leap to field it and throw to first for out number 3. There was a run on a hit. There were no errors and nobody left. And at the end of 2.5, it's 2-1 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. Welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 3rd innings, top of the order for the Crabs, leading 2-1. It'll be Kellen Strom, Bronson Grubbs, and Coco Figueredo. Strom.
Thank you. Up to the plate, number
1 run,
18,
3 hits,
Kellen
2 errors
Strom.
for the Mudcats. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Crabs. Both the Crabs' runs are unearned because of that error on the pitcher in the second inning where he dropped the foul ball. That would have been an out to Mendoza. And instead, it prolonged the inning, and the Crabs ended up getting 2 runs. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses high.
Plate number 2, Bronson Grubbs.
1-0 the count. The 1-0 is called strike on the inside corner. 1-1 now the count. The 1-1 is a change, and he's way out in front of it. So we count 1-2 now to Grubbs. Here comes the 1-2. Grounded out to second base. Nolan Burr up with it. Throw to first, 1 away. Sorry, this is Strom all this time. I'm saying Grubbs. It's Strom. That was Grubbs.
Next up, number 1, Coco Figueredo.
So I'm out of order somehow because I have Strom leading off the inning. All right, here's Figueredo, line to center in his first at bat. 1 out, right? Here's the pitch. Fastball misses down low, 1-0. Somehow my scorebook got out of order. I don't know what's going on. Okay. Line, right field line. That's going to drop on a diving attempt by the right fielder. Is going to allow Figueredo to go to second. It'll be a double for Figueredo. Tatum. That was a nice attempt by Joey Dodson. I mean, the ball was fading away from him, and so he made a dive to get to it, and it just glanced off his glove and trickled past him. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. That one's fouled out of play.
And they got to hold on to their bats.
Oh, did he lose his bat?
Yeah,
so
he
that's the
lost
second
his bat.
Crabs batter that's lost his bat into the Crabs dugout.
Into the dugout, yeah.
Yeah, that's some dangerous business there. You might want to hold on a little tighter.
Get a little more stickum on it.
Now he's
All right,
adding some of that stickum to the bat.
Here on North
Or
Coast
tar.
Mercantile Koozie giveaway night. Tomorrow, it's wear red, white, or blue. All 3 are on a 4th of July special game time at 2:30.
All right, so 0-1 is the count to Tatum with Figueredo out at second. And the pitch in there for a called strike. The 0-2. Line in the center field. That is going to drop for a base hit. Figueredo will hold at third. He had to hold up because it wasn't clear whether the ball was going to be caught. So a double and a single puts runners on the corners for the Crabs for Jackson Critch.
Next up, number 4, Jackson Critch.
Critch walked in his first appearance. So Figueredo at third, Tatum at first. Here's the pitch in the dirt. Throw to first, and the runner dives back safely. Now it's really a dangerous play because you got a runner at third.
Well, Tatum's the one you have to worry about over there at first because he leads the team in steals.
Well, he is a good base stealer. He's very quick. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses away.
Tatum has 12 stolen bases, leads the team.
Has he been caught?
He has been caught once.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
2-0 the count. And the pitch. Fastball misses high again. It's 3-0. Fastball is in there for a strike. Pitch taking all the way. Three-one, another throw to first. A little closer that time, but he's still back safely. Tatum goes. The pitch is ball 4 over his head. So that's going to load the bases with 1 out for Jackson O'Boy.
Hey, look out, the bases are FOC, full of crustaceans. That's right. And with that, number
O'Boy hit by a pitch in his first appearance. Scored the first run of the game. The first baseman is in on the grass. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's the pitch to O'Boy, and it's a check swing, and it's a called strike. Oh, and 1 the count. And the next pitch is popped high in the air on the infield. Second baseman calling for it, under it, and he has it for out number 2. 2 outs. Caporale sets. Shakes off a sign. Now he's ready. And here comes the pitch. Change is on the outside corner for a called strike. Close pitch. Oh. He's got a hitter's count now with the bases loaded. In a precarious position now. Oh, is it 1-1?
Neither of them could get to it. So the Mudcats have their leadoff hitter on. I'll bring up Nolan Burr, who's a returner from last season. First pitch to Burr, swung on, fouled straight back. It's 0-1. Over to first, runners back safely. Go one to Nolan Burr, shows bunt, bunts it down the left side. Third baseman Figueredo comes in. He's going to throw over to first. And Nolan Burr is going to get the sac bunt. That will advance Dodson over to second base, and to Benjamin's chagrin, another sacrifice bunt early in this game.
Well, here's the thing. They've had the leadoff batter aboard on every inning so far. And how many runs do they have to show for it?
Yeah, no,
They've sacrificed 3 times.
I totally agree.
They've got 1 run to show for it all.
Yeah, I think they need to play for more runs here in this game if they're going to try to win. That brings up Connor Coles. He takes the pitch up 1-0.
And that's all I have to say about it.
Exactly. Won't talk about it anymore. One-0 pitch is grounded through the left side, and that's a base hit. Dodson's going to go to third. He's not going to advance any further, and it's going to be first and third with 1 out. Like I said before, I went to a couple of Solano Mudcat games this season when the Crabs were down in San Luis Obispo, and they did not play very well. So, as of right now, they're definitely holding their own. So now it's Daniel Killingsworth, their catcher. Chris Brown with the first pitch, and it's swung on and popped foul behind us. 0-1. First and third, 1 out. Here on the top of the fourth, and no one count to Daniel Killingsworth. It's 2-1 Crabs. The pitch is swung on in line down the third base line, foul. And it's 0-2. Mudcats with a chance to tie or go ahead. 0-2 to Killingsworth is swung on and foul tipped at the plate, so it'll stay 0-2. Jackson O'Boy couldn't hold it in his glove for the out. So Killingsworth gets another shot. The 0-2 is swung on, fouled straight back, and will stay 0-2. To Killingsworth is strike 3. That's 2 outs. That brings up Wellington Balsley. First pitch to Balsley is swung on and popped foul out of play, 0-1. 'Balsley looking to do some 2-out damage here on the top of the fourth. First and third, 2 outs for the Mudcats. 0-1 pitch is outside, and it's 1-1. To Balsley is in the dirt outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch upcoming, and it's in there for a called strike. 2-2. Two outs, runners on first and third. Pitch is swung on, grounded right to Larson at first. He's going to take it to the bag, and that will be it for the Mudcats here on the top of the fourth. It is still 2-1 Crabs. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. It's 2-1 Crabs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Johnny Mendoza to lead it off against Connor Caporelli. The pitch is swung on. Pop fly into shallow right field, and the right fielder, Dotson, is going to come in and make the catch for the first out. That'll bring up shortstop Wesley Gibson. Gibson, the hero in Sunday's game, the walk-off double. Send us all home happy. Gibson is 1 for 1 so far in this game. Here's the pitch, and it's inside, 1-0. Pitch is swung on and grounded down the third base line. Foul. That's 1-1. Well, the Giants did not do so well in Denver today. They lost 8-1 to the Colorado Rockies. Giants are cursed in Denver, Colorado, it seems like. 1-1 pitch is called strike on the outside corner. It's 1-2 to Wesley Gibson. 1-2 pitch is just high, 2-2. 2-1 Crabs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Counts 2-2 to Gibson. There's 1 out, nobody on. Pitch is swung on and grounded down the third base line. It's a fair ball. Gibson running around first, heading towards second. He's going to be into second with a stand-up double with 1 out. Wrapped it down the line, right past the third baseman, Connor Cole.
He didn't hit it all that hard. He just got it over the bag and sort of into no man's land along the left field line there.
Yeah, it was well placed.
Yes, indeed. That's exactly correct.
I'll bring up Kellen Strom. Get the Crabs a little more insurance here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Pitch is Strom is in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 1 from Connor Caporelli is swung on. Shallow fly ball in the center field. Center fielder is coming in and won't make the catch. Wesley Gibson is coming around third, and he's going to score. And that's going to be a bloop double for Kellen Strom. Another ball that was very well placed.
The thing is, even though that's not an error, it's just not a very good decision by the outfielder, the center fielder there, Wes Galloway, because you might as well just keep it in front of you and try to prevent the run from scoring at home, or at least keep the runner at first. But by diving and not making the catch, Strom ends up with a bloop double, and Gibson scores anyway.
Bronson Grubbs now at the plate. Runner in scoring position. 3-1 Crabs. Pitch is high, 1-0. Not the first time that Wesley Galloway in center field has been a little bit indecisive on fly balls coming at him. Earlier,
he definitely hesitated on that.
He was a bit indecisive in getting a fly balls. The next pitch is fouled back behind us, and it's 1-1.
Well, and Joey Dotson did the same thing out in right field. It didn't lead to a run, but that double in the 3rd inning was a ball that he didn't really have a chance to catch, and he dived, and then it skipped past him when he dived, and it ended up a double.
Well, that's exactly what I saw down in Vacaville when I watched them there. Their defense just doesn't seem to have a ton of chemistry just yet, as the pitch is outside, 2-1.
Well, they may need to play a little more conservatively out there.
Yeah.
You know, a ball like that, you know, the main thing is not to let it get past you.
2-1 to Grubbs is up high, 3-1.
So 3-1 Crabs now.
3-1 Crabs. 3-1 Crabs, and the 3-1 pitch to Bronson Grubbs is swung on and fouled straight back, and the count goes full 3-2. Like I said before, based on the way that I've seen the Mudcats play in the past this season, I'd still say that they're playing pretty well so far.
Well, they're in the game. It's only 3-1.
Yeah. Full count pitch is swung on and fouled off onto F Street. Still 3-2. Payoff pitch to Grubbs is swung on and fouled straight back to the screen. It is still 3-2. Eighth pitch of that bat coming up to Bronson Grubbs from Connor Caporelli. Pitch is swung on, high fly ball into left field. Balsley coming in, and he'll make the catch, 2 outs. On second base, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Figueredo, and it's up high, 1-0. Pitch is a called strike, 1-1. Of course, Daniel Osborne is the home plate umpire that makes us wait a little bit for a strike call. The 1-1 is outside to Figueredo, and it's 2-1. To Figueredo. Caporelli looks in the pitch, and it's swung on and fouled down the first base line.
Hit it good. He got a fastball up.
It's 2-2.
Just got out in front of it.
Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs. Pitch to Figueredo, and time is called at the plate, so the pitch will not count. I think any pitcher will tell you that they do not like it when the home plate umpire calls time at the last minute. Last second. 2-2 pitch is in the dirt. Count goes full 3-2.
They didn't get hurt that way.
Yeah, exactly. And that last pitch that he threw when the home plate umpire called time was right down the middle. And
yeah, that's lame.
If Figueredo took it, it would have been strike 3 called.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he's frustrated out there about that. Payoff pitch to Figueredo is swung on and grounded up the middle, off the second baseman's glove, and that's going to be a base hit. Strom's going to score, and it's 4-1 Crabs. Got it just past Nolan Burr's glove. It knocked off of the very tip of his glove and allowed Strom to score, and that's going to be an RBI single for Figueredo.
Burr, a nice diving attempt, but he just couldn't get it.
Next up, number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
Now 4-1 Crabs, and I'll bring up McCarthy Tatum. So over to first, and Figueredo's back safely. First pitch to McCarthy Tatum is up high, 1-0. One-0 pitch is inside to Tatum, 2-0.
Tatum's 1 for 2 this evening.
McCarthy Tatum, one of the standout players for the Crabs. He can do pretty much anything on a baseball field. 2-0 pitch is swung on and fly ball out to center field. Center fielder Galloway going back, and it's over his head and off the wall. Figueredo headed around third, and he's going to score easily, and McCarthy Tatum has a booming double, and the Crabs lead it 5-1.
Well, that was tagged, huh?
Wow. Now that is what I call a reverse broadcaster's jinx, which is rare.
That's right.
And the coach is headed out to talk to
Well, it would
Connor.
be reversed if you were criticizing him and he did something good, right?
Oh, yeah.
Superfans Valerie and Tamara want you to know about some upcoming special events coming up. After night's North Coast Group.
It's rare that you praise a player and then they do something good.
Yeah, right, yeah.
On the 4th of July. This weekend.
So meeting on the mound, Connor Caporale.
For Mardi Gras night, Saturday.
So the first 3 innings have done a pretty good job, but things have unraveled a bit for him here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Now I'll bring up Jackson Critch with the runner at second, 2 outs, and the Crabs lead 5-1. First pitch to Critch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-1. A 1 pitch is swung on and fouled on the F Street, and it's 0-2.
Three doubles in the inning.
Crabs are not messing around. Oh, 2 pitch is up high, 1-2. One-two pitch is swung on, popped up into foul territory. The first baseman, Pridey, is under it. He makes the catch to end the inning. The Crabs get 3 runs here in the bottom of the 4th, and they lead 5-1. This is Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark here in the top of the 5th inning. Crabs lead 5-1. Wesley Galloway will lead it off for the Mudcats as he hits it. Fly ball in the left center field. The left fielder, Grubbs, will move over and make the catch for the first out.
First time they got him Galloway tonight. He's got a single and a double.
Yeah, Galloway's one of their best players.
Number 18, Roberto Diaz.
I'll bring up Roberto Diaz.
Diaz has walked and sacrificed, so he doesn't have an at-bat yet tonight.
The dreaded sacrifice. First pitch to Diaz is low, 1-0.
Yeah, they definitely utilize the sacrifice more than any team we've seen.
Yeah. And that has not worked out so good for them, as the next pitch is in the dirt again. It's 2-0.
Yeah, they need to read some Bill James.
Yes. 2-0 is in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1.
Or play a few hundred rounds of Stratomatic baseball.
2-1 pitch is popped up. Gong Gibson will come in on the infield and make the catch. 2 out. That'll bring up Jack Pridey.
Next up, number 3, Jack Pridey.
Jack Pridey, another returner for the Mudcats. He's been on the Mudcats a long time.
Yeah, that's why I asked if they have to be college eligible, because I would guess that he must have joined them as a freshman.
You know, I honestly am not totally sure.
Because he's been with the team for a few years at least.
Yeah. The 0-1 is hit him.
Hit him.
So that pitch gets away from Chris Brown, and Mudcats will have a runner on first with 2 outs, and that'll bring up Justin Banks.
Next up, number 30, Justin Banks.
He was hit by a pitch.
Pitch is low to Banks. No, it's a called strike. Called strike 0-1. That is why I am not an umpire.
Well, that's not why.
The 1 pitch is swung on and hit in the right field. Right fielder Tatum going back, and he'll make the catch to end the half inning. Oh, Benjamin, always so nice to the umpires. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th. Baseball on KGO.
Call, it's the Army Crawl.
Crabs up 5-1. Ads over there by any chance, Liam? And
I'm
Hoax Rat's Nest over there?
Yes, I
There
do.
we
I
go.
do have ads.
Let's thank a few people. Compass Community Credit Union. If you want a better bank, try Better Credit Union. That's Compass Community Credit Union, formerly California State and Federal Employees Credit Union. They're now open to the community and offering free checking with 0 requirements and super low rates on loans. Call 800-440-8662 or visit compassccu.org.
Thank you, Benjamin.
It's all right.
Jackson O'Boy will lead it off for the Crabs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Crabs got 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th. They lead it 5-1. New pitcher Bobby Meadows in for the Solano Mudcats.
On the mound for the Solano Mudcats, Bobby. What was the last name?
Meadows.
Thank you.
First pitch to O'Boy is swung on
Bobby
and
Meadows,
fouled off onto F Street.
Solano Mudcats.
It's 0-1. From up here, Bobby Meadows' height, 0-1 is
5-4.
1-1 pitch is swung to Jackson O'Boy. The boys from Vacaville looking to keep it at a 4-run deficit here in the bottom of the fifth. The pitch, and it's up high, ball 4. So the Crabs have their leadoff hitter on. Start the fifth inning. That'll bring up Chase Larson.
Next up, number 19, Chase Larson.
Larson tonight has struck out twice.
Looking to put the ball in play. First pitch to Larson is swung on and fouled down the third base line. It's 0-1. The 1 pitch to Chase Larson is way outside. It's 1-1.
Last call for 50-50, folks. Last call for 50-50. If you only have an orange ticket in your pocket, you're halfway there.
Again, if you don't want to fight for seats, there is still time to get out here. See the last bit of the game. The 1-1 pitch is in the dirt. That's going to allow Jackson O'Boy to get the second on the wild pitch. I would recommend getting here as early as possible tomorrow. 4th of July, it's going to be over 1,000 people here. Seats are going to be hard to find. 2-1 pitch is up high, 3-1. It's supposed to be a beautiful day tomorrow. Temperatures high 60s, maybe low 70s. And, of course, the start time is a little unusual. It's a 2:30 start. 3-1 pitch is up high, ball 4.
Uh-oh. This does not bode well.
Lee Benjamin is right.
Hey, big shout out to Crabs pitcher Alex Trotter's parents, Mike and Rena, spotted in the Nutter bleachers, and Crabs pitcher Zach.
I'll bring up Johnny Mendoza. Like I said, if I had to choose a second favorite team out of all the teams we play, it is the Solano Mudcats. First pitch to Mendoza is a called strike 0-1, just because I know Vacaville very well, and I've gone to a lot of Solano Mudcats games down there, but don't want to see the Mudcats get blown out. Certainly want to see the Crabs win. The 1 pitch is outside, and it's 1-1.
It's funny, I don't have a second favorite Crabs opponent. I just have a least detested Crabs opponent.
The fans down in with my Crabs gear, they're very complimentary. And
well, the thing about the Mudcats is they come every year and they bring a full contingent every year and they're ready to play. They may, they may not win and they may not. Because we have teams that'll show up, they'll agree to come and then they'll show up without any players.
Yeah. Well, I encourage anybody who is in the Vacaville area, if you happen to be there, to check out a couple of Solano Mudcats games. They're, they don't have any paid staff or any, extra games or anything, and it's just a baseball game, but it really is fun to go down to those games because I think they do a good job.
That's cool.
Given, what they have.
They have the infield all the way in now, trying to cut off the run at home. They're already down 5-1, so
Gone Gibson
they can't really afford much more, that's for sure.
Pitch to Gone Gibson up high, 1-0.
At bat, number 14, Leslie Gone Gibson.
I mean, what have you got to lose at this point for the Mudcats? The 1-0 is in the dirt, 2-0. Pitch to Wesley Gone Gibson, runners at second and third, 1 out. pitch is swung on and fouled off, and it's 2-1. I personally have always wanted the Crabs, the Solano Mudcats always come up here to play us, but it would be nice someday to see the Crabs go down to Vacaville and play
That would be fun.
Mudcats there, but I'm sure there's some
Crabs
reason.
have done that in the past, as a matter of fact. Many years ago.
2-1 pitch is swung on and lined right to the first baseman, Pridey, and he's going to look Chase Larson back to second. And I'm sure there's some reason why we can't do that or we're unable to do that.
I think it's just expensive. It's expensive to travel.
But
the Crabs have done it in the past.
It would be a great place for the Crabs to play.
And I remember many years ago, maybe before you were born, there was a ballpark that was built down in Solano. It was a nice ballpark. It was expensive. It was right by this small airport.
Oh, was it the Nut Tree?
Maybe.
You want the Nut Tree? Because I remember.
It was, like I said, there was a small plain airport out in left field, out beyond left field, not in left field.
Pitches outside 1-0 to Kellen Strom. Well, I remember family that lives in Vacaville telling me about a ballpark that they used to have right near the Nut Tree Airport.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that they
it didn't last
demolished.
long. It didn't last long. They built it 1 year and it was gone within a couple years.
1-0 is low.
It was an elaborate ballpark, more elaborate than ours.
Well, I heard how great it was, and it kind of makes me sad. I wish they still had it because
it was sad.
Be a great location to play. I mean,
the
place where they're playing at now is fine, but it's just a really small.
Yeah. Well, this park had lights and everything, and it was cool because when you're watching the game, small planes were landing out beyond left field the whole game. It was kind of cool.
2-0 to Strom is in the dirt, 3-0. I think one of the problems is Vacaville has so many retail shops and strip malls, and I think it just got built over by all the strip malls and stores, and just what happens. But it'd be really nice if it was still there.
Yeah, it was sad. The team didn't last long that was in there. I forget what they called themselves.
3-0 pitch is a called strike to Strom, and it's 3-1.
And the Crabs did travel down there that year to play that team, and I'm pretty sure we played the Mudcats.
3-1 pitch is low to Strom, and that's ball four. Now load the bases. I'll bring up Bronson Grubbs. I mean, the other thing about Vacaville that's nice is it's right in between San Francisco and Sacramento, so, it's very centrally located and it's easy to get to. Bronson Grubbs looking to do some more damage against the Mudcats here in the bottom of the fifth. First pitch to Grubbs outside, and it's 1-0. Is in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is swung on and popped up. Foul territory, the catcher and the third baseman coming over, and that'll land, I think, in the stands somewhere.
Yeah, it landed in the stands.
And let me guess, no one caught it.
Uncaught. It landed uncaught in the stands.
Where would you rank the Crabs fans as fielding fans, Benjamin? In all the summer collegiate teams.
I don't even know. I mean, I've only seen the Crabs fans really, so.
I mean, you say they're the worst, but who do you?
Well, I just figure they have to be the worst because I've only seen them catch like one ball in almost 20 years. I don't think I've ever seen a ball caught by a Crabs fan.
Bronson Grubbs, a 1-2 pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. There was a couple balls that were caught the other day. I think
there were a couple the other day. I think those were people from out of town.
Exactly. Well, they got to be.
There's a right-hander warming in the.
Deuce is wild, 2-2, 2 outs, and number 2 at the plate. The pitch is swung on and popped up in the right field. Joey Dotson will come in and make the catch, and that will end the inning. Go to the top of the 6th inning here in downtown Arcata. The Crabs lead it 5-1. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Welcome back to the ballpark. Here in the top of the 6th inning. 5-1 Crabs. And Chris Brown back on the mound for the Crabs.
No action in the Crabs bullpen. Do we know how many pitches Brown has made
He
so
has
far?
thrown 69 pitches. So
Nice.
pretty economical.
Not bad. And only, yeah, that's great.
And he'll face Joey Dodson leading off for the boys from Vacaville, the Solano Mudcats.
Sweatshirts, jackets, new fleece coats for sale as well at the souvenir stand, along with your 2018 Crabs programs for just $2. For the Solano Mudcats, it's number 1, Joey Dodson.
Dodson 1 for 2 so far in this one. Pitch is swung on and lined off Brown's glove. Trickles to the shortstop, Gong Gibson, and he'll
Nice
make
play.
the play. What a great play. The line drive glanced off of the pitcher, Chris Brown's glove, and ricocheted right to Wesley Gong Gibson, and he was able to make the play from there. One of those plays that can go very badly, but went perfectly well for the Crabs.
Number 7,
There's one out.
Bird.
That'll bring up Nolan Burr. First pitch to Burr is in there for a called strike, 0-1. The 0-1 is outside, 1-1. 1-1 pitch is swung on and grounded right to Chris Brown. He's going to throw over to first for the second out. This time Chris Brown is able to hold on to it.
I'll be back.
And throws over to first for the second out. That'll bring up Connor Cole. First pitch to Cole from Chris Brown is swung on and lined into center field, and the center fielder is going to play it off the hop, and Connor Cole's going to have a base hit. So 1 on, 2 outs for the Solano Mudcats, and that'll bring up Daniel Killingsworth. Killingsworth 0 for 2 so far in this one. First pitch to Killingsworth is swung on and fouled off on the F Street. It's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch is low. It's 1-1. One, 2 outs, runner on first here on the top of the 6th inning for the Solano Mudcats. The pitch is low and outside, and it's 2-1. Two-one. Inside, 3-1, Daniel Killingsworth. Three-one. Swung on, line drive into left center field. Strom going after it. That's going to be over his head and up against the wall. Cole is not going to stop at third. He's going to try to come home, and he's going to score easily. And Daniel Killingsworth is going to pull into third with a 2-out triple, and it's 5-2. Screaming line drive right over Kellen Strom's head, and Daniel Killingsworth got some speed on the bases. He's able to pull in the third with a stand-up triple. That'll bring up Wellington Balsley. First pitch to Balsley is fouled off in its own 1. The 0-1 is low to Balsley, and it's 1-1. 1 run across for the Solano Mudcats here in the top of the 6th. There's a runner on third and 2 outs. The 1-1 to Balsley is swung on and missed, and it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled off at the plate, and it's still 1-2. Lights are on here at the ballpark. Beautiful night here in downtown Arcata. And it's a called strike 3. That's going to end the inning for the Solano Mudcats here in the top of the 6th. They get 1. And the Crabs lead it 5-2. You're listening to Humboldt Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480. Of course, me and the professor will be bringing you 4th of July baseball tomorrow at 2:30. 2-2 pitch to Figueredo is inside. Count goes full 3-2. Make sure to get here early if you're going to be here at the Arcata Ballpark for the game. Crowds of over 1,000. And if you'd prefer to avoid the crowds, of course, you can listen right here on the radio or watch via the YouTube stream. Payoff pitch is outside ball 4, and Coco Figueredo adds to his walk total. And he'll be on with nobody out. That'll bring up McCarthy Tatum.
Next up, number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
First pitch to Tatum is low, 1-0. The Mudcats as a staff have walked 5 Crabs hitters tonight and struck out 3. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and popped up. Left fielder coming in, and he'll make the catch for the first out. That'll bring up Jackson Critch.
Next up, number 4, Jackson Critch.
The Solano starter, Connor Caporelli, went 4 innings, gave up 9 hits, 5 runs, 5 earned, 3 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Bobby Meadows, after him, went 1 inning, gave up 3 walks but no runs. First pitch to Critch is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 1 pitch is in the dirt. It's 1-1. We'll see if Chris Brown, the Crabs starter, comes out for a 7th inning of work. There is somebody throwing in the Crabs bullpen. Chris Brown's only thrown 84 pitches in 6 innings, which is a pretty good total. The 1-1 pitch is swung on, fouled straight back, and it's 0-2. The 1-2 pitch is swung on and fouled. Out of play. It's 1-2. One-two pitch upcoming to Jackson Critch. 1-2, 1 out. Runner at first. Pitch is in the dirt. It's 2-2. Got breaking news up here in the booth. The Professor Benjamin Schaefer has gotten himself some new Crabs swag. New sweatshirt?
I got the expensive one.
Nice. Benjamin has himself a nice new sweatshirt. The pitch is swung on and fly ball in the left field. The left fielder will go back a few steps and make the catch for the second out. That'll bring up Jackson O'Boy.
Next up, number 34, Jackson O'Boy.
O'Boy emerging as one of the Crabs' standout hitters so far this year. Even though he's one of the late arrivers to the team. First pitch to O'Boy's outside, 1-0.
Yeah, I decided to get the fancy
That is
crab
fancy.
sweater.
Look at that.
Lasts a lifetime. It's very nice. It's got the stitched crabs
logo
on there rather than just the print. And it's real heavy, warm.
Yeah, keeps you nice and warm. You need that up here.
It's
in
warm. I'm
Arcata.
freezing.
1-0 pitch is low and outside, 2-0. Yeah, that looks like it's going to hold up for a while.
I think it will.
I mean, you need to get heavy-duty sweatshirts up here. 2-0 pitch is swung on and grounded past the second baseman into right field, and that's a base hit for O'Boy. That'll bring up Chase Larson. The Crabs have runners on first and second and 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, looking to add on. So they lead 5-2.
Number 19, Chase Larson.
Crabs, 5 runs on 10 hits and no errors, and the Solano Mudcats have 2 runs on 7 hits and 2 errors. First pitch to Larson is low, 1-0. One 0 pitch is up high. It's 2-0. Two 0 pitch is inside to Larson. 3-0. Pitch. Chase Larson is inside, and that's ball 4. So bases will be loaded for the Humboldt Crabs. That'll bring up Johnny Mendoza.
All right. As Hoke would say,
Next up, number
crabs
10,
are FOC.
Johnny
The bases are
Mendoza.
FOC, full of crustaceans.
Just like Hoke is here. First pitch is hit out into left field. No, and it's going to be caught by the shortstop, Diaz, and that will end the inning. So the Solano Mudcats, or the Crabs, sorry, don't get anything here in the bottom of the sixth. We'll go to the top of the seventh inning. Is 5-2 Crabs. You're listening to Humble Crabs Baseball on KGOE 1480.
All right, welcome back to the ballpark, top of the seventh inning. Looks like we have a new pitcher on the mound for the Crabs. It's a left-hander. Let's see. I think this is Troutner, but I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure this is Andrew Troutner. If he could turn around, we could get a number on him.
All right. Take that free koozie from North Coast Mercantile and get on over to
I'm not sure. I'm going to go with Troutner just because I think that's who it is in relief of Chris Brown. At any rate, he will face the top of the order for the Mudcats with the Crabs leading 5-2. 2 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for the Mudcats. 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Crabs.
Or maybe you'll have a friend like Timster that shows up in the stands and says,
And if it is Andrew Troutner, he's, of course,
2 of the last
the Crabs pitcher who is ambidextrous, one of the few people in the game who pitches from both sides of the plate. And it is Troutner, number 44, just as I thought. So let's see. I have some stats on Alexander Troutner. He comes in having pitched 12 innings. In those 12 innings, he has a record of 0-1. He has given up 14 hits, 3 runs, only 2 of which were earned. He's walked 11 and struck out 13, an ERA of 1.50.
Wesley Galloway.
Here's Wesley Galloway to lead it off. He's 2 for 3. Troutner from the left side sets and deals a fastball that misses down and away. 1-0 the count. The 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. A big cut from Troutner. And it's 1-1. Oh, here he is. Krusty the Crab is in the park, giving out high 2s in his case.
Well, now
Slider
we can start
misses
the
away.
party.
2-1. He's not really capable of giving out high 5s. He can give out a high 2. But got to watch out. Those claws are razor sharp. Here's the pitch. And there's a ground ball over to first. Backhanded by Larson. He'll take it to the bag himself, and there's 1 away. So there he is, Krusty the Crab. Maybe the most famous crustacean in Arcata. Here's Diaz. He's 0 for 1. Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball inside, 1-0. No pitch. In there for a called strike, 1-1. Check swing. So, not sure what's up there. They, I guess his not indicating means he did not go around. The next pitch misses down and in. 3-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. First strikeout for Troutner. And now there's 2 away from Jack Pridey. Pridey is 0 for 2.
Next up, number 3, Jack Pridey.
You know, most places, if a 6-foot crab entered the ballpark and started waving its claws at young children, they'd have the military out, but not here at the Arcata Ballpark. Everybody loves Krusty. The ball is hit foul. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss, took something off and had him out in front. The 0-2. Grounded hard but foul past third base. So the count remains 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Slider away, 1-2. The 1-2 misses outside, 2-2. Pitched in the same exact spot. That's 3 in a row now, and the count is 3-2. Three-two pitch. Fouled out of play. There's a high fly ball, shallow center field. And it'll be the second baseman, Critch, out behind the bag to put it away for out number 3. Mudcats go 1-2-3 in the top of the 7th. Crabs lead at 5-2. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, back at the ballpark, 7th inning stretch. Crabs leading 5-2. We have a new pitcher on the mound for the Mudcats. This is number 19. Bauner is the last name, B-A-U-N-E-R. His first name is not on the lineup, so I'll see if I can get that for you. Third pitcher of the night. Something Bauner, B-A-U-N-E-R. Oh, Brainer? Bruner.
I'll get his first name.
Bruner. Bruner is the pitcher. Chris Bruner.
Taking him to the mound for the Mudcats. Number 19, Chris.
Right-handed pitcher on in relief of Bobby Meadows. And he will face Wesley Gibson, Kellen Strom, and Bronson Grubbs.
Crabs, number 14, Wesley Gibson.
And here's the first pitch to Grubbs, and it's a fastball that misses high. It's 1-0. One and the count. Here's the pitch, and that's lined in the left field, and it's going to drop in front of Balsley out there for a base hit. So Gibson aboard to lead off the bottom of the 7th. That's his third hit of the night. Wesley Gibson's been on a tear lately, including, as Liam said, that walk-off double on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, he's been hot.
So here's Kellen Strom. He's 1 for 3. Gibson takes his lead. Bruner sets. Here's the pitch. That's fouled out of play. Good fastball. Oh, and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Ooh, a slider that catches the outside corner. Good pitch, 0-2. The 0-2 way outside. 1-2. One-two pitch. Grounded out to short. Could be 2. He's up with it. Over to second for 1, and that's all they're going to get as the second baseman, Burr, bobbled slightly and decided to hold on to the ball instead. So Gibson forced out 6-4 for the first out of the inning. Strom aboard on the fielder's choice. And here's Bronson Grubbs. Grubbs tonight is 1 for 4. Don't forget, these two teams will meet again tomorrow at 2:30, 4th of July. Should be a packed house here at the ballpark. Should be a beautiful afternoon for baseball. Here's the pitch. And what else can you do on a 4th of July except watch baseball? There's a high fly ball behind home plate. The catcher, the first baseman, neither one of them got it. And that's just going to fall harmlessly. He didn't get to it at all.
Oh, man.
It's tough to call that one way or the other. I called an error on the pitcher earlier, but that did glance off his glove. This one, the catcher didn't even catch it, but he should have had it. It's a routine play for the catcher.
Yeah, I mean.
So, it's kind of hard not to call it an error, and yet I think most of the time it's not considered an error. The runner's going. Here's the pitch. It's outside. To throw down to second is not in time, and it goes into center field, but no further advance. I'm going to just say that they let it drop between them and they were confused, and so that's not an error.
Being confused is not an error.
And oddly, it doesn't count. No, you have to botch. You have to literally, physically botch the play for the most part. 1-1 the count, although it is a subtle distinction. And high fly ball into right field. The right fielder going back near the warning track. He has room. He makes the catch. Runners going to third, and a throw in the third. Wow, nice throw from right
That
field by
was
Joey
great.
Dotson. That made it a much closer play than I expected it to be. Strom did just pull up, but he got it all the way to third from deep right field. Man, that's impressive.
Oh, yeah, that was a great throw.
Two away, meanwhile. And here's Coco Figueredo. Figueredo tonight is 2 for 3. So Strom over at third, 2 away. We're in the bottom of the 7th with the Crabs leading 5-2. Brunner's pitch is taken inside. The 1-0 fastball is on the outside corner for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. Check swing. Did he go around? No, says Don Holfacker over at third base. So 2 balls and 1 strike now. They count to Coco Figueredo. McCarthy Tatum on deck. Here's the pitch. And he takes a breaking pitch low. 3-1. Here's the pitch. I don't know what that was. The umpire stuck his arm out. Oh, he's calling it a balk.
It was a balk, yep.
He's calling it a balk on the pitcher. I don't know what exactly he did to call it a balk, but the home plate umpire's left hand shot out before the pitch was delivered, and he awarded Strom home. So it's 6-2 now in favor of the Crabs. And it counts 3-1 to Figueredo, and he pops that one out of play.
Well, no one's arguing.
No one's arguing. I think maybe he didn't. No, I don't know what he didn't do.
Yeah, I mean.
3-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. And he fouls that one right in front of home plate. Count remains 3-2.
Balks are not easy to spot. You have to really be trained to spot those.
And it's kind of a complicated rule, I think.
Yeah.
3-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, inside, almost hit him. So Figueredo aboard now. And here's McCarthy Tatum, who is 2 for 4.
Next up, number 22, McCarthy Tatum.
And there's a line drive into right field. But Dotson over there to get it for out number 3. For the Crabs, they got a run on a hit. There were no errors and 1 runner left. And at the end of 7, they lead 6-2. This is exciting Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, we're back. Top of the 8th inning now. It'll be Banks, Dodson, and Burr for the Mudcats, trailing 6-2. Justin Banks, the DH, is 0 for 3 tonight. And here's the first pitch from Troutner, and he misses. Oh, called it a strike, huh? Slider on the outside corner. Troutner's next pitch is a fastball that misses outside. 1-1 the count. The 2-1. Hard ground ball over to first base. Larson will take it to the bag himself, 1 away. One for 3. Here's the pitch. And it's a hard grounder. Backhanded and off his glove. Coco Figueredo over by third base. And the throw into second now.
Nice.
And they got him. The ball hit the bag in front of Figueredo and leapt up past him. So it'll go as a single. His glove actually hit the bag, and then I think it hit his glove. I couldn't really tell from my angle. So we're going to call that a base hit over at third, and then a nice play by Figueredo to recover the ball and throw him out at second. Two away.
Next up for the Mudcats, number 7, Nolan Burr.
Here's Nolan Burr. Burr is 1 for 2.
Is Daniel Osborne talking to somebody in the dugout?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure he's
I don't know if he's talking. Looks more like he's
motioning.
gesturing and threatening someone in the
I don't
dugout.
know if he's someone's talking a little too much or. Now, I'm not sure if this is the same Mudcats manager of years past, but in years past, the Solano Mudcats manager has been known to throw balls onto the field, throw bats onto the field when he's been
really?
kicked out. Yeah.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Yeah. No, I'm
Wanna
not
know
sure.
the count.
Not sure if this is the same guy, but
Here's pitched.
wouldn't we all like to see that?
Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. I mean, it's 6, I mean. Harmless entertainment.
Exactly.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
Well,
Fastball down and away, 2-1.
last season, the Solano Mudcats went to Eureka to play the Humboldt B-52s, and there was an incident where the home plate umpire was not being very good, and the Solano Mudcats manager got kicked out, and he threw all the bats onto the field. He threw
On the count.
the last time
It's
it
happened once here, I
The
think.
last time it happened was the Solano Mudcats.
Was that the Solano manager? Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
when I remember that had
I
happened.
think it was in the.
Here's the 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. 3-2 the count. Yeah, our own managers, the Crabs managers, don't really, act out in those ways.
Robin Guyver's a great manager, but he's too calm.
He's not entertaining in that way.
Exactly.
Shorty was the master.
Come on, Robin.
But even Shorty never did that. But Shorty was just the master at the sort of Lupinella bulging vein in the throat.
I wish I could have seen
In
that.
the face thing, yeah. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Ball 4. And Matt Nutter could get angry too, but not, but Shorty just had it mastered. He really did. So Burr over at first. 2 outs. Toss over there, and he's back, diving back safely. Another throw over to first, and the runner's back. I mean, Shorty used to kick dirt on them sometimes, or kick dirt on home plate.
Oh, man.
It was great. Here's the pitch. Foul.
Stadium.
Nice.
technically, I mean, they had left the
right.
stadium.
Why not? Yeah.
They could
Yeah.
be there,
Yeah.
but they were shouting at the umpire after they had gotten kicked out from outside the stadium in the parking lot.
That's awesome.
Which is very close to the plate because the stadium's so small.
Right. 1-2 the count now as that pitch is fouled off. If you have his phone number, you can just text him nasty stuff the whole game. 1-2 pitch is called strike 3 on the outside corner. That'll be it for Cole and the Mudcats here in the top of the 8th. No runs, a hit. 2 runners left and 1 runner left, and at the end of 7.5, it's 6-2 in favor of the Crabs. This is Crabs baseball, 1480 KGOE. All right, well, the Mudcats have managed to get 2 of their coaching staff tossed out of the game in between innings. We were speculating on what was going on, so the 2 of them are gone. Meanwhile, Chris Brunner out for his 2nd inning of work, and it'll be Critch, O'Boy, and Larson to bat for the Crabs. 2 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors, 2 men thrown out for the Mudcats. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Crabs.
I could tell home plate umpire Daniel Osborne was
he was getting he wasn't
unhappy with
yeah.
the Mudcats dugout, and during the break he threw 2 guys out.
Yep. Adios. Ooh, there's a big swing and a miss from Jackson Critch. He swings very hard. I mean, he swings from the heels most of the time.
He goes for it. And
tonight he is 0 for 2 with a couple of walks. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses down and outside. One and 1 the count. Ooh, there's a breaking pitch that misses high. 2-1. Two and 1 the count. Here's the pitch. Fastball rides high. 3-1. The 3-1 misses inside, and so Critch is aboard. That's his 3rd walk of the night. Jackson O'Boy will be the hitter. 1 for 2. He's also been hit by a pitch and walked. He's scored a run tonight. So he's been on base 4 times. Critch takes a short lead over at first. Now the throw over there, and he dives back safely. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball fouled out into the picnic area down the right field line. 0-1 the count. Critch takes his lead. Here comes the pitch, and there's a slider away, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Slider misses outside, 2-1. Two-one pitch misses high, 3-1. So he walked Critch to lead off the inning. He's a pitch away from walking Oh Boy. Chase Larson on deck. 3-1 pitch. Fouled up against the screen, and the count goes full. Three and two, runner goes. The pitch is fouled out of play.
It's not a shout out.
Okay.
It is not a shout out.
Okay.
3-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Tapped foul. So we'll do it again with the count full. Critch over at first. Toss over to first, and the runner's back. Runner goes. The 3-2 pitch is high and inside, ball 4. So Oh Boy walks. Critch to second. Here's Chase Larson. Has not put the ball in play. He struck out in his first 2 at-bats, and then he walked twice. He's got Critch at second, Oh Boy at first. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, check swing, and he went around. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Tapped foul over towards the third base coaching box. Coaching area.
There's no box
There's
this
no
year.
box there. Oh, and 2 the count. Runners take their lead. Here comes the pitch. And he reaches out and hits a high hopper on the ground out to second base. The runners will advance as the putout is made at first. 1 away. Critch to third, Oh Boy to second.
So if there's no coaching box, does that mean the coaches can stand wherever they want?
I just think it's an acknowledgement that they do stand wherever they want.
Exactly.
Here's
Nothing-
Justin Berry
nothing they
pinch
can do.
hitting for Johnny Mendoza. Do we know what number Justin Berry is?
6.
6, thank you. So here's Justin Berry, a big swing and a miss from the left-handed hitter.
Crabs, number 6, Justin Berry.
Nice hitting.
One of the few players on the Crabs that both pitches and hits.
0-1 the count.
I said pinch hitting. Pinch hitting.
Oh, next pitch misses inside. 1-1. So Justin Berry pinch hitting for Johnny Mendoza. Infield in all the way around. 1 out. Here comes the pitch. Ooh, a nice breaking pitch right over the heart of the plate for a called strike. 1-2. Nice. Critch at third, O'Boy at second. Next pitch is a big swing and a miss, and that's all for Berry. 2 away. And here's Wesley Gone Gibson.
Next up, number 14, Wesley Gone
3 for 4 tonight. 2 singles and a double, and a run scored. He has been on a hitting tear lately. Here's the pitch. Low and outside, it's 1-0. The 1-0 pitch is high. It pops out of the catcher's glove, but no advance by the runners. 2-0. To another count. Brunner's pitch is a breaking pitch that's high, and it's 3-0. He walked Critch and O'Boy, then he got Larson to ground out and struck out Berry, but now he's 3-0 on Gone Gibson with Kellen Strom on deck. The next pitch is ball 4. So the bases are loaded for Kellen Strom. Strom is 1 for 4.
Next up, number 18, Kellen Strom.
Here's the pitch. And he fouls it up against the screen, 0-1. The 0-1 breaking pitch is in there for a called strike. Nice pitch. 0-2. Just catches the outside corner. So 0-2 now to Strom. Bases loaded. Here comes the pitch. In the air to center field and shallow. Center fielder coming in. He is not going to get to it. It's going to drop. 2 runs at least will score to make it 8-2 in favor of the Crabs. An RBI single for Kellen Strom. He didn't hit it hard. Just hard enough to get it into shallow center field. Critch scores. O'Boy scores. Gone Gibson goes to third.
Next up, number 2, Bronson Grubbs.
Here's Bronson Grubbs. Grubbs is 1 for 5. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Grubbs, and he takes a fastball, I guess high. Eight to 2 in favor of the Crabs. Here comes the pitch. Misses high again with a fastball. Three walks and a single have resulted in 2 runs here in the bottom of the 8th inning, and the Crabs have blown it open. 8 to 2. Throw to first for some reason. Keep that all-important 10th run close to the bag over there. Here comes the pitch. Fastball rides high. It's 3-0. So Chris Brunner struggling with his control here in the 8th inning, and it's cost him a couple of runs, and now he's about to load the bases again. Here comes the 3-0 pitch, and he does walk him, and he does load the bases. Ouch.
This late in the game.
No, I don't either.
Up by
no.
6. Like,
No,
Crabs are going to get offense. I want to see them hit the ball.
Well, here's Figueredo. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of walks himself, and he takes a pitch down and away. It's 1-0, and the disturbing part of this is that there's no action in the Solano Mudcats bullpen.
Well, I mean, all the Mudcats need to get is one more out, and then, you know, if
That's true.
Crabs manage to keep the 6-run lead, they don't have to pitch anymore.
Next pitch misses down low, 2-0. And at this point, really, I mean, just throw it down the middle. I mean, he's bound to. Just the odds are that he'll hit it somewhere where it's an out. I mean,
yeah.
2-0, though, is the count. Gone Gibson at third, Stronham at second, Grubbs at first, and that's a foul ball over towards the Mudcats dugout. Well, there's no manager or coach to take anybody out anyway now, so they're pretty much everybody's been tossed out of the game. So here's the 2-1, and that almost hit him, 3-1. So I suppose if there's any changes to be made now, it's just sort of democratically decided. I don't know if the rest of the team just gets together and votes and says, okay, somebody else needs to pitch, or how it works at this point, because nobody's steering the ship over there. 3-1 the count. Nowhere to put him. Here comes the pitch. Lined in the center field for a base hit. 2 more runs are going to score. Or at least one more away. It's going to be a play at the plate. And, the ball trickles away from the catcher. He made the tag and couldn't hang on. And the run scores and the runners advance. Oh, my Lord.
So where are you going to score that, Benjamin?
I'm just going to score it as a single and 2-run single.
And then second on the throw?
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. And he goes to third on the throw.
Yeah.
10-2 now in favor of the Crabs. So Coco Figueredo. Here's McCarthy Tatum with second and third. And he takes a pitch low and outside, 1-0. Crabs have batted around here in the 8th inning.
Hate to see the Solano Mudcats get blown out like this.
Yeah, I mean, the next pitch misses high, 2-0. Yikes. Well, it only takes one inning where somebody can't find his groove, and, it was a good game. It's kind of like games last week. They were good games until we got in the late innings, and then the opposing team fell apart.
It's not the 7th inning this time. It's the 8th
2-0
inning.
pitch is grounded out to short. Should end the inning, and he boots it. He picks it up. He throws to first, and it's just in time to get the play at the out at first and end the inning.
All right. I didn't think he was going to make that play.
That was it's nearly 10 o'clock call.
Yeah, quite possibly.
But the Crabs get 4 runs on 2 hits. There were 2 left. And at the end of 8, it's 10-2 Crabs. Stay tuned. Top of the 9th inning coming up. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.
Light off. Start on fire.
Welcome back to the ballpark. Top of the 9th inning. With the Crabs up 10-2. It'll be Killingsworth, Balsley, and Galloway scheduled to bat for the Solano Mudcats. Don't forget, tomorrow's game, one more time, is at 2:30 tomorrow. And should be a lovely day. It should be a full house. So make your plans to come on out early and wear some sunscreen and wear a hat. And it's going to be a great day for baseball. Here's the pitch from Troutner. It's a fastball high and away, 1-0 to Killingsworth, who tonight has a triple in 3 trips to the plate. Here's the 1-0, and he hits that one on the ground foul past third base. Ball and a strike to count. Crabs with the win, assuming they hang on to this 10-2 lead, will go to 17-6. And the win would then go to Chris Brown, who would go to 2-1 on the season. Here's the pitch. And that one catches the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes is the count to Killingsworth. The loss then would go to Connor Caporale. 1-2 the count. Here comes the pitch. Right down the middle for called strike 3. Third strikeout for Troutner. And here's Balsley. He's 0 for 3.
Next up, number 8, Wellington Balsley.
And the first pitch to Balsley is fouled out of play. Was not a huge crowd to begin with, but a lot of the folks who were at the ball game tonight are still here, even though it's a 10-2 ball game in the 9th inning. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. So Balsley aboard. That is the 9th hit of the night for the Mudcats. And we'll go back to the top of the order for Wesley Galloway. Galloway is 2 for 4.
Next up for the Mudcats, number 24, Wesley Galloway.
Here's the pitch, and he takes a fastball low. The 1-0 is hit in the air to left field. Moving towards the line is Grubbs, and he has it for the second out. Oh, and they throw back to first, and he was halfway, 3/4 of the way to second, was Balsley, and they double him up at first. What an ignominious way to end the game for the Seals. A fly to left field, and he doubles him up at first. Yikes.
I didn't even see that, honestly.
I didn't see it either. I was scoring the play, and next thing I know, they're throwing him out at first. That is ridiculous.
All right,
So
well,
7
hopefully
DP.
the Mudcats can make it a little more competitive tomorrow.
Yeah, so the final line score for the Mudcats, 2 runs, 9 hits, 2 errors. For the Crabs, 10 runs, 13 hits, no error. The win, as we noted, goes to Chris Brown, who's now 2-1. The loss goes to Connor Caporale. It's been a pleasure bringing you the ball game tonight. We're looking forward to bringing you some more action tomorrow between these two same teams. Till then, this is Benjamin Schaefer along with Liam Warner, wishing you a lovely evening. See you tomorrow. This is Crabs Baseball, 1480 KGOE.